What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
There are just moments where the hot dogging just bothers me. And he really wasn't great shooting wise. I love his defensive effort. I mean, I've got to take my hat off to him. You know, in the postseason, that extra level has been phenomenal. I mean, he's caused turnovers. That he was in a mismatch, I think, at one point with Bogdanovich, and they never even exploited it. And then he knocked the ball loose. Like, look, hats off to the defensive effort from Kyrie. But there are just times when he just doesn't have it going offensively, and then he still jacks that three from 5 steps back. Like, that's the shot that's going to get him going, and it drives me nuts. There are times when he comes in and then he gets, it's not really an ISO because they don't set it up like they set up their ISOs, but he still kind of dribbles into that side of the floor and everybody clears out like an ISO, except he's left with a double team. And then there's nobody behind him for him to kick the pass out on. And that's when he really starts forcing, a couple of shots. And there are moments like that. And it's one thing when he's feeling it. It's like, hey, you know what, Kyrie, you can do no wrong. Everything's going to drop. It's like throwing the basketball into the pond. It's whatever. But when he's struggling like he was in games 3 and 4, I mean, just offensively shooting wise, it bugs the crap out of me. I really wish he'd just keep moving the ball because honestly, the best thing that came out of games 3 and 4 on the road was the confidence of the rest of his teammates. So he should have kept feeding him, especially I felt like, they could have found, I know Brown only took what was given to him, but the doubles that Kyrie was seeing the entire game 3 should have created more opportunities for the hot hand. And I just want to see him exploit that more as we move forward.
Okay. I think that what we saw, I would agree that today was really a strong effort from Kyrie to knowing he doesn't have it going and finding the open guy. Number of instances today where, clearly he knew it just wasn't happening for him. He made the right play.
Except for that one early, I mean, come on. In the fourth quarter, he was like 4 steps back, and like the defense hadn't even set, and he was already jacking a 3.
Yeah, but it works. That's the thing. Like, in terms of his percentages, he's like far and away like their best player, their best shooter. Those are high percentage plays. Those are good shots.
No, they're not.
NBA 2019. Justin, you need to get out of 1985.
It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
Yes, it does.
All right. So listen, find me the statistics that says Kyrie with 4 seconds off the shot clock in the possession from 4 steps back from 3-point land in a game where he's shooting, less than 40% from the field. Show me that is a good shot.
How many games have you seen this year where he's had a bad first half?
I already told you,
strong second half.
No. Plenty of them. As soon as he has it going, like I said, I preface this, when he's dropping it, like he's throwing a basketball into a pond, no big deal when he's feeling it, but not 4 steps back that early in a shot clock when you've got other players who are playing well and he's cold. That makes no sense to me.
He's trying to get himself going.
It's horrible. There are other ways.
Works, but it works for him.
It doesn't work because it didn't work today. He missed the shot and he still sucked down the stretch.
They call that a small sample size. That's exactly what that is. That's what that statistical anomaly is. It's a small sample size. You're taking one instance and you're saying, I mean, look, first of all, they won the game. They won the game by a decent amount. They swept him by 4 games. This was his worst game by far. Okay. His true shooting percentage for the series is 57%. Okay. His usage is 30%. The offensive rating is 116. Has the highest offensive rating by 13 points. His game score is 20. The next highest is Tatum. I mean, he is doing it all. And you're right. As a traditional point guard, he's not. The mold is gone. But look at what Harden's doing. I mean, if you think this is awful, you just start watching some Houston Rockets games, and we'll have to lock you up. I mean, I don't even know how you would make it through this Rocket stuff live with
when he is on fire, I have no problem with it.
But that's not the way the game's played.
Yeah, it should be. It
But it's
should be.
not.
No,
But
when you
you
have
have to
this
get
much
started.
no. When you have this much talent on your team and other guys are hitting shots and he's committed to playing defense the way he is, he doesn't need to jack shots like that to get himself going. He can get open shots by feeding the other players and moving the ball around. He can get the double team off his ass. Or he can continue to draw the double team and never take a shot and make them look stupid. At some point, the defense is going to adjust. If everybody else on the team is going through a funk, and I'll even reference games 1 and 2, the low scoring efforts, you know what I mean? Brown didn't have it going. Tatum was still struggling. Both of those players got more aggressive on the road, trying to attack the rim and generate offense. Never mind the fact that they weren't hitting free throws. But, that whole thing, then I say go for it, Kyrie, right? But when you've got 2 or 3 players that are taking advantages of mismatches, attacking in transition, generating offense, he's not going to win this on his own.
Okay.
Even if everybody else plays stellar defense, other
let me
guys
ask-
have to hit big shots like Hayward did in game 4.